Okay. We're here with John Kim. What did you do today?
I topped 32 Oceanic Championships hosted in New Zealand, and I finally won a Crystal BLS, which happened to be my favourite card.
That's sick.
It's great. Everyone in Adelaide happens to know me as the stick chair BLS guy, and yeah.
That's sick.
Fitting.
What'd you play?
I played Tearlaments today. Fusion deck is best deck.
Danger?
I did play Dangers in it, yes.
Okay, cool.
And some spicy tech.
Alright, let's have a look at the deck profile.
Alright. So first of all, you got, your standard tier cards. You play 3 of everything at the moment until all the Ishizu card comes out.
Yep.
There's no reason why you wouldn't.
Yep.
So you need to try and hit all the tier names so you can get all these fusion effects off. And yeah.
Were you lucky with all your mills today?
I was pretty unlucky with most of my mills. A lot of the times when my opponent started off with cards on the field and activating effects, for example, like Gigantic Sprite, I would go halfness, not hit anything, or in the mirror matches, I'd always whiff. It was great. It was fun.
Still consistent enough?
It was still pretty consistent. As long as you opened a danger, you were able to extend, and you can still play through a lot of boards along with your board breakers. But yeah, I think the Tier Element deck is pretty crazy playing with all the danger cards because they do help you push through all these boards.
Yep. Okay.
So for the danger cards, I played. So the triple Nessie.
Yep.
As you would. I played 2 Bigfoot. I saw a lot of people playing only either 1 or none. It helps. It's a 3k attack. It helps break cards like, for example, Rivalry. I got Rivalry quite a lot today, and I'll just be like, okay, use Bigfoot, keep hitting until I hit the Bigfoot to go to grave and kill the Rivalry, or it helped me out a lot of floodgates today. I play 2 Mothman, level 4, it helps.
How come not 3?
You don't want to see too much of it, especially against the tier mirror. I was expecting a lot of tier mirrors today, but I saw only 2. So I played 1 in Swiss, and then my 1 in Top Cut. It was absurd. I played very...
How is that possible?
I played a lot of different decks today. I ran into round... So I started off with a 2-round buy from winning states. I ran into a Ignis deck, round 3. Round 4 was Math Mech. Round 5 was the tier deck, so Dino, the guy who won Oceans, so shout outs to him for winning. Then I played Dragon Link into Branded Eldritch, and then another tier mirror in the final round of Swiss.
Right.
And then obviously you play your one-ofs, Jackalope and Tsuchinoko.
Things on board.
It just gets you there.
Yeah.
Helps you make Curious, helps you do all your plays.
Would you play Chupacabra?
If I owned the card, probably. I'll probably actually play 10.
It was a last minute thing and you didn't have it?
Did not have it at all. It's pretty relevant that it helps revive things from the graveyard, like dangers you that you mill as well, which is super relevant because you're milling a lot in this deck most of the time. By turn 1, you're probably milling around 20 cards.
Would you drop a Bigfoot for a Chupacabra, mate?
I'd honestly play probably 10, the whole
just
10
pay an
lineup.
extra one.
I'd play an extra one. It's an extra name. It helps make Curious. It's also another card that you can open as well, so it just increases the chances of opening a danger.
Yeah.
So my one-offs as well for the monsters, I play 1 Snow. Card's absurd, I don't know why it's not banned. Zephyros helps you extend, it's also a dark and also a winged beast, so it's mostly different types from all the dangers. And then Destruder as well.
Oh, who told you about that?
So I had, we were play testing here before playing Oceans, and Carmen was playing Destrudo in the deck, and I had completely forgotten about this card. I didn't even realize it was unbanned. I don't know what happened with it. I didn't even know it was still legal, and then Carmen told me about it. It's also really good because if you have a Havness on board, you can Destrudo the Havness, and it becomes a level 4 as well. So you can use it to make all your rank 4 plays. So that's it for the monsters. And then you go to the spells. Obviously, you play Triple Field Spell. Card's absurd. It gets every single tier from the deck. Every card becomes searchable, basically. Triple Super Poly. This card's ridiculous. This card should be banned. I don't know why it's legal. It's just absurd.
It looks nice. Let's keep going.
Ulti Super Poly. Shout out Harry Jeffries for selling this to me before state champs. Helped me win against him in the finals with Branded. Obviously the board breaker cards, Dark Ruler. This card's insane. Helps break all your Splight boards. In the mirror match, it sort of sucks. I usually sided this out in the mirror because they can redraw summon dudes. They can select, kill A tier and fusion. And there's really no point playing this in the mirror match. It was just not that great. But against like any other board that was setting up like 4 negates, all these omni negates and stuff like that, like Sprite or like Dragon Link or any card that was like end on Baron plus negates and stuff, this is really good. Dark Ruler was great. I played a lot of one-off spells. So I played the 1 Cyclone, Mystic Mine out. Got to be prepared, you know.
Did you feel safe main decking that, even though
yeah, of course,
the
like,
beat comp thing was a thing?
Even like it's fine. So in my side deck, I had the outs to the whole beat cop Mystic Mine play. Like I didn't mind just playing one of this. It does help out rivalries as well. Game 1, like
okay.
I know one of my mates, Charlie Walker, was playing main decking rivalries in his hero deck. Crazy guy. But this came up a lot where I milled it. My opponent didn't realize I milled Galaxy Cyclone. They play mine on me, and then in my turn I'll go, okay, effect the Galaxy Cyclone, and then I'll just kill them. Play Terraforming. Of course, this card searches your field spell. The 1-0 Foolish. Call by the Grave. This card needs to get banned. This card's stupid. Instant Fusion also needs to get banned because this card is just a 1-card enabler for this deck. And Rotor for consistency. I played 2 other traps, which is just Select. Meta Noise is okay, but it can be ashed. Oh, and also I played one more card.
You played it.
A very spicy tech. So these two, this is great in the mirror match. It negates everything permanently, which people didn't know. You can also do it under Dark Law. So even if you, and D-Shifter as well. So they got ruled today that if you can negate stuff, even if you're under D-Shifter or Dark Law, and it'll still negate the monster.
Cool.
And the spicy tech for today was Eradicator. So what this does, you tribute a monster 2500 attack or more that's a dark, and you call either spell and traps, and you destroy all spell and trap or either or that they have in their hand and their field. And for the next 3 turns, every time they draw, they reveal it, and if it's spell or trap, whichever one you call, you kill it.
And is that just like, do you keep that in against everything, or is it just mainly because it's good against Sprite and Tier?
It's good against Sprite and Tier. It's also good into decks that that are main decking Dark Ruler.
Or just the board breaker format.
Any board breaker format.
Yeah.
And also against Sprite as well. Sprite were playing, a lot of them were playing like just power spell Sprite, and this just kills them. Like, I saw a few people today get eradicated for 5, and that was absurd. Going second.
Yep.
Going to the extra deck. Shout out Nikija for these sleeves. So
Shout out Nathan Gamble.
Nathan Gamble.
What's the discount code we can say for him?
The discount code, we can still use Carmen is Fit 5, this man over here. We also got Gaming 5, I still
And
believe
Zarbon 5.
And Zarbon 5. Zarbon 5. Now, for the so starting off with the fusions, got 2 Kikalis. Card's great, does too much. Searches everything.
It
lets you mill.
Just continue.
You got Collider Heart.
Yep.
Card's great.
Yep. Sends for effect, you summon it back.
Yes.
Good. Yeah.
And then your super poly targets, which is this also helped you combo to make Curious as well, and you just get a free.
They all help you combo for Curious.
This.
Gru was sick at going for game as well.
Guru is great for game. People don't know that you take the opponent takes double damage from Garura. This card's
Yeah, I didn't know
absurd.
that.
This should be. I don't know why this is legal. For my links, I played Dark Charmer, IP, Spot Elf, Curious, Zeraboros, and Griffin.
So like maybe you should mention why you played Splight Elf and one of
So
your XCs.
Splight Elf was played. So the combo was you make Splight Elf, have a Griffin, and then you would summon back a Merly to make Gigantic Sprite. A lot of people were playing the Jet package with the Smashes, so you have another piece of interaction, but I didn't because I thought it was just like a shitty brick. So, but it does make it 3200, and it is a great target for Eradicator that you can just consistently get out. With the other 2 XCs, I played Dweller and Time Thief Redoer. I saw a lot of people not playing this card, in the Eradicator combo deck, but this card's just absurd when you don't get to the line to play. For the side deck, I play 1 Pank. Card's great, adds a lot of things, and especially going second. I play triple draw for the flu matchup and also the mirror. Once they do danger stuff, you can just draw them, and it makes it harder for them to get more resources to keep playing. Nibiru is also good against any combo deck, really. It's sick in the tier mirror. They get end phase. If they end on Dweller, you just nip them in the end phase or in the main phase before they end turn, and they have nothing.
Or they summon Curious and they add back Eradicator.
One time. I play droplets for the mirror mainly to out stuff like Dweller, and
I like outs like Scythe as well, if that's
it does
something you care
outside.
about.
It also, it was good for Scythe. It also comes up as well if you open a trap and they set the Eradicator combo against you, and you can just droplet the Gigantic Splat or whatever dark they choose to use, and they cannot tribute it off, as you have priority as a turn player. I played triple Cosmic. This was my other out to mine if they did the big cop combo, reboot for back row decks, and then one Agave.
What's that card for, John?
It's
a 3k beat stick.
It's a 3k beat stick.
3k, it manipulates attack.
Manipulates attack.
You can make it a dark for Eradicator.
You can make it dark for Eradicator.
Could come up.
Does come up.
Alright, any shoutouts or last comments?
Shout out to Borg for lending me a bunch of the danger cards that I didn't have access to. Some of the boys here.
Boys!
Not Carmen. Carmen sucks. He's annoying as hell. He just dropped my BLS, so he can get screwed. But yeah. That's
Okay,
it.
cool. Thanks for the video.